isn't from any disaster movie. This is a moment when a cloud became a weapon. Within a matter of minutes, a village in Uttarakhand was wiped out. A sea of water, mud, and rocks engulfed this village. As we are speaking, rescue efforts are underway. Today, let's understand the science behind how a cloud can cause such a disaster. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Everything with Dr. James. Today we are going to be dealing with the cloudburst disaster which happened in Uttarakhand on August 5, 2025. The day began like any other for the people of Dharali. Situated in the Uttarkashi district of Uttarakhand, this Dharali place was 10 kilometers from the famous tourist spot Harsil. Pilgrims used to stop in this Dharali place before they go to the famous pilgrimage spot of Gangotri Dham. The Kirgat used to flow in this area, and this is a lifeline for this community. It is a place where there is lot of homestays and shops present for these pilgrimage people, and like any other day all these were open. Suddenly the clouds opened and rain started. This cloudburst was not like any other cloudburst, it was massive. Suddenly a huge gush of rain fell into this river and a landslide ensued. And when this landslide happened, along with the water, mud, boulders, rocks, trees all came together and a village vanished within minutes. The very geography of Dharali made this place a death trap because this Dharali is a narrow valley. So as this water was coming down, that water got channeled into this narrow valley of the Dharali place, because of which these streets became a way for this water to flow, and suddenly the water levels there rose. Within a time you could drink a cup of tea. It was happening so rapidly, before even people could realize what happened, they were covered in a layer of mud, boulders, trees and water. Once the water receded, what was left behind was a scene of destruction. This area of Dharali district has now been covered with series of mud, boulders, trees and little amount of water there. Till now, 4 people have been confirmed dead and 50 people have been reported missing. Another area where they are affected is the economy of that region. Homestays used to be the lifeline of this place, and 20 to 25 homestays which were there have been destroyed. And all the places which were once being a stop site for these pilgrim people have all been destroyed, and the route to the pilgrim Gangotri Dham has been totally cut off now. The most important thing is, now this place is in a rubble of mud, water, and we don't know how many more people have lost their life, but hopefully this 4 count does not increase. We have understood a destruction which a cloudburst can cause. Now let's take into bigger picture of what is a cloudburst. Cloudburst is one when extreme amount of rainfall occurs in a short period of time. Usually we think rainfall is like a sprinkler. But cloudburst is one. Imagine a large balloon filled with water and somebody pokes it when flood of water falls on the land. Meteorologists give a definition for this cloudburst. This is when 100 ml of rainfall occurs within an hour. Usually these cloudbursts happens for over a period of hour, with its maximum impact being in the last 20-30 minutes, with a situation where it feels like a flood is falling from the sky. Now let's understand how a cloudburst is formed. During monsoon, warm wet winds from the Indian Ocean flow inland. But as they flow inland, they reach these areas in Uttarakhand where there are high mountains and Himalayas to the northern region of it, because of which these clouds are not able to cross that. So as they come and hit these mountains, these clouds are lifted up because of the resistance provided by the mountain. And as these clouds are lifted up, the air cools down in higher altitude. Now the water which is present in gaseous form in these clouds gets converted to liquid component, and these clouds are formed. These cloudburst clouds are not the small clouds which we see in the sky. These cloudburst clouds are around 15 kilometers in length, and inside these clouds there are air currents which provide the updraft, preventing this water to fall down. But as these clouds grow higher and higher because of the resistance in these mountains, the more and more water gets formed inside this cloud, and this updraft provided by these air currents inside is not able to hold the water together in the air, and finally these clouds let go and the water comes as a single time like a flood onto the land, and a cloudburst is formed. This tragic event in Uttarakhand is not an isolated event. There have been several events in the past, like in 2024, also a similar event happened. But why is this happening, particularly in Uttarakhand? For this, you need to understand the geography and geology in this region. This place is made up of beautiful mountains and it is called as the land of gods. But these beautiful mountains have steep slopes with fragile rock formations. So when a cloud burst occurs where in a short time so much of water falls, all these get uprooted, and as they go to the area where humans are inhabited, all these come and fall on them. This is not only because of nature's fragile rock formation, this is accelerated by human activity in that region. Human activities like unregulated deforestation and construction activities lead to a lot of trees being cut out in this region and makes the soil loose. So when this cloudburst occurs and lot of water fall in this region, what happens is there is no natural barrier now. The trees are not there, the soil is loose because we have dug it. So all this takes away nature's natural barriers and it provides a free path for these landslides to occur more aggressively, such that they go and fall into human inhabited areas. The third thing is, now because of rising global temperatures, more and more water vapor is being present in the clouds which come from this Indian Ocean to inland, because of which there is increased incidence of cloudbursts occurring in the Uttarakhand area. This heartbreaking event in Uttarakhand has been a constant reminder of us of the powers in play in our planet against nature's fragility and the human vulnerability. We need to understand that we cannot stop nature, but what we can stop is unregulated deforestation in that area. Stop illegal constructions in that area. In this way, even if a cloudburst happens, there will be nature's natural protectors such that at least the force in which this comes down will be reduced and human life can be prevented from getting lost. Also, this is a stark reminder for us to change the global climate, which is changing rapidly because of human activities. Because as the temperatures in the world are increasing because of increased human activity and global warming, the more and more water vapor is coming from the Indian Ocean to inland, leading to an increased frequency of cloudbursts. Better warning system, more sustained human activities in this region such that it does not affect more and more landslides in that region is the call for the hour. Do like, share and subscribe me for more interesting videos.